join this office, I think I tripped a lot of wires, so to speak. Like, I touched on like
marijuana thing.
Yeah, so the Dr. Doe gave me my box the first month. I remember that box. I used to have like a shrine, like a fired box.
Oh.
I still have it. That box is in the bottom.
You know what's sad is you mean no harm to anybody and you mean good to everybody.
No, but I scare people because I come across something that they have not used to, which looks normal but behaves dangerous.
I think it's political because a lot of conservative MDs, think marijuana. That's a big part.
So what I did, so one of the role I play in life is, well, no matter what life dishes at me, I will keep going.
Like a garden, dig it.
I feel it's like if it is a lemon be a lemonade, like so the box frame I used it for Chicken Joe. I kept my box for like almost like 5 months here, like a shrine. Did you remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Everybody used to say, when are you going to get rid of the box? So the box became the theme. So that's how the whole thing evolved, okay? And then same thing happened. So my chair was taken. And I think the whole
Dunkin' Donuts situation when you were just being a nice person.
Yeah, so then that girl, jumped. Do you remember her, Karen? So she, for some reason, went berserk one day and came and gave
was she
me.
a blonde-headed girl, younger, early 30s? She disrespected me so hardcore. I ended up having words with her out there. Not like fighting words, because I would never hit a woman, but I was talking with, when Amisha used to work there, my therapist, and she just comes right in and starts talking to her. We're having a session. And that just pissed me off. So I ended up saying to her, which I regret, if you have a problem with me, we gotta do something about this because I'm here to get my treatment, and here you are, giving me these snobby things and interrupting my therapy session, and I don't take, shit like that. I'm here to get myself better.
I think she didn't know any better. She ended up being fired. But the thing is, what she did was, she gave me my termination box before Dr. Doe and me had a conversation. She jumped the gun, so to speak.
She's sticking her nose in other people's business.
And then what happened is, the problem was, Dr. Doe then calls me and he says, I cannot believe, I gave you the world and you're sabotaging me. I said, Dr. Doe, I cannot agree with you. I said, my own son uses. No, the thing is, because he wants me to give up cannabis and not to talk.
You have your own practice.
That's what, so they don't understand. The thing is, what freaked them out is I cannot talk to patients about it. I said, you cannot tell me what not to do.
Exactly.
You tell me what is not allowed in this place.
There's consequences.
See, the thing is, what is not allowed in your practice, I'll honor. But if you haven't given you a rule, how can I even be said I'm breaking it when you haven't even given the rule?
Exactly.
So then he said, I cannot believe you would violate. I said, what is it violation to you? Because I'm saying, I have a different belief system than you. And I said, if they are going to be positive every week for THC, and you're going to give them medicine, why don't you allow them to be okay with that? So what? It's like hypocrisy, right? It's hypocrisy, it's essentially. And so I told them, I cannot take his side when I know they need it. So that's where I disagree.
I take marijuana over any pill.
So then so he said, okay, I'll compromise. He says, come back, okay? And then again, so then he goes back, talks to the staff, and because of me, 3 people left, he says. Remember Lauren and the other 2 people, because they had a very strong antagonism towards this.
It's called drama.
No, this herb, what I'm saying is but that is not me. Like, I have no power to trip another person. This is what I feel. I feel it's they have to work with it.
State of
They can. It's like
Massachusetts.
controlling. You cannot go control another person just because you feel comfortable.
Of course not.
So
You could try.
so again, Dr. Doe called and said, because of you, I'm losing staff. So I have to let you go. I said,
See,
okay.
that's not,
He says, I cannot believe you will still say you'll use it. I said, Dr. Doe, the problem is my son uses.
it's a,
If
it's a
by
medicine.
chance my son uses, if I have to go to court with him, I need to learn not to be hypocritical. I cannot do one rule for my son, one rule for my patient. That's unethical. Like, even for me, morally, it's not ethical. It's like, so
It's sad.
I told him I cannot do it his way. So then he says, okay, we'll deal with it, work it out. He says, when would you finally give up your practice? Which was not even a question before. So I said, this happened in April, and this was in the year 2014. So I told him, Trump, if he wins 11/8/2018, I said, I'm going to shut my office, because that's when I know cannabis, would be voted, because it's not about Trump. That's when our voting on cannabis legalization is
It's
taking
the
place.
federal thing. Is the
And I
problem.
said, if by chance Massachusetts votes against it, and it doesn't
The
go
voters vote.
recreational, and I said, I will,
Well, you're legit. If medical marijuana is a
I
thing.
know, but he doesn't want me to do two different
He has a
practices.
DEA knocking on his door. Can't. It's
So
kinda
I told him
conflict of
I'll give up my
interest.
practice 11/8/2014. I said, after cannabis law passes in Massachusetts, it's like almost like I handed it over, medical marijuana to legal. So then I am not worried about access to my patient. That's all. See, I'm like looking at like a custody, like a foster child to like legal parent. So I said 11/8/2014. So when we passed the 63%, I forgot. And
I
I
think it was-
immediately that night I posted it on my Facebook. I said, I'm closing my holistic practice.
Yeah, I got that notification.
So so I'm like saying, I told Dr. Doe, he said, I didn't expect you to do that. He said he thought I was giving him my BS.
He just wanted to see how much he.
So I said, no, I'm not like there to make money. I'm doing it so that if any of you guys have to lose custody, go to be incarcerated, all because you smoked a pot, I cannot live with myself. So I said,
24 anymore.
so that's my story with this office. It's like, so that's what happened. And then afterwards, we hit this like numbers that was crazy. And they wouldn't give me a bathroom break. They wouldn't give me food break. So I went
Who's
to
they?
the office staff. See, they
They
will
don't
take,
control you.
but the problem is they don't even block. See, they will keep coming and knocking. When I speak to you 2 more minutes, I'll get a phone call. So the problem is, right, they don't, and Dr. Doe will order his lunch.
Take one order. From
No,
them.
he will take order for lunch. He wouldn't order for us. He
That's
will
not
eat.
very nice.
But that's because they don't think. And all of them will have breaks. They will all take a break.
You get your break. You're in type by law. You get 2 15-minute
I
breaks.
understand. But
No,
the problem is, right, I needn't have to ask.
You shouldn't. No.
So
It's called
in my
discrimination.
practice, right, like, so one of the thing is I feel lifestyle shouldn't dictate my mood.
You know how upset I was
So-
when I was canceled from you? I love doctor, great doctor. But I had like an over-year relationship. They're like,
Yeah.
you can't say your name. I'm like, what? And it just bothered me a lot.
So what I do, that's why I'm telling you how I deal with it is I decided. So the problem was I was getting little anxious or frustrated because I'm thinking they are not even looking about me. So I said, instead, let me get ahead of food. So I went and I asked my teacher. My teacher is my higher power. We do positive anonymous 12 step. So I asked him, can you put me ahead of food? Can you teach me a way I will not look for food to maintain my mood? He asked me to come down 2016. He ordained me, so I'll never need food to keep energy, sleep to keep energy. He taught me how to stay awake for 22 hours till one of the rule is I need to stay awake 22 hours in the morning, wake up fresh. He says if I can achieve it, I can bypass that energy block. So it took me 1 week in presence of him. He taught us how to do it. And so I achieved that. And then he taught us how to just drink, be ahead of hunger. And I'm doing it. Today I'm starting 11-day feast, liquid
That's your
feast.
personal preference.
So
People should
I
respect
have I have gone. No, the reason is it's because of lifestyle I'm
It's
doing
none
it.
of their
So
business
it's
what you do.
because of lifestyle I'm doing this, because I want to not be there for my patient. Because the reason I'm doing it is not because I cannot take a break. My patients will come and say, "Doc, my ride is waiting. I need to go pick up my son," and I cannot look them in the eye. I need my half-hour break. I cannot do it.
You need. I mean, you gotta have.
So I decided, you know what? I'm going to be ahead of hunger. So I beat hunger. I beat sleep, and I'm cool,
Good for you
man.
for that discipline, but
But I think in cannabis, I have learned how to do homeopathic cannabinoid. I can take one drop of homeopathic cannabinoid. I can be ahead.
it's so sad.
So it's amazing. No, it's not sad.
I'm
saying,
talking about the whole marijuana thing because people like my grandfather, for instance, 87, never smoked a joint in his life. Cannot stand it, hates it. How can you hate something you never even tried? Like that boggles my.
That's
there's
because-
no convincing them either.
that's because they are
Brainwashed.
making a value based on opinion. See, when you have a value based on opinion, it's going to fall apart. That's what happened with American Medical Association. They went and told eggs harms you. Okay, for 30 years they said this, and now come back. Egg is the best food.
And support it kills exactly cancer cells. I mean,
This is like crazy, and both are false.
Look at
Even
alcohol.
eggs is like now it's so contaminated. Like I'm like saying, what they are raising is a false egg. So like everything they lay, the eggs they are selling now has no life
it's,
because it's actually
all
artificially.
political.
Have you seen like how they are raising egg? They are raising it with no.
Hormones. And all that
Yeah,
crap.
so it will actually never produce chicks. The type of the egg is what we are eating.
Right.
So I have no
I'm
idea
not
what
down
even
with
we
that.
are eating.
It's just like
Somebody said
Look,
you will sit on that egg forever. You will never have a chick.
I mean, that's not natural. I mean, I'm not down. Like, I'm no environmentalist by any means. I'm just down to earth, and like I believe
Have
in
you-
one
have you-
hand washes the other. Treat people as you want to be treated, and whatever you do in the dark will eventually come to the light.
See, my assignment for this week, if you want to do it, is there is a movie. It seems called "What the Hell," like how kind of like a curse.
Mm.
What the hell? HEALTH.
Oh, I hear you.
So it's in Netflix. It seems.
Okay, I got that.
And they are saying what we are eating is so normal now. The reason I'm saying it is in Hawaii, right? Tsunami trash came in finally. So there is a seagull type of a bird that feeds their chick with the stuff from the ocean. So now we have like a lot of plastic pellets that's coming in. So it's feeding the chick, and all the chick are dying. We are going to probably extinct them, but that's what we are doing to our kids. The birds are taking the first hit, but what our kids are taking is the same thing. The bird didn't learn. We are not learning either, and we are feeding our kids plastic
Of course.
and melted plastic with the processed food, and it has full with chemicals, and we are feeling belly full, but we have no idea what we are eating. We don't even know who we are anymore. Our whole system is changing.
How can a hamburger from McDonald's being sat out for over a week still be soft? You know what I mean? Like, that ain't right. You know.
Have you seen the stuff in the middle? It's like a actually the interesting thing
I
happened,
get a
right?
diet like a Coke or something.
No, what happened is they have this. Remember the Pillsbury cookie dough?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So the Pillsbury market wanted to market to Indian because India have a big population, so many American industries eyeing
Right.
them for customer. So they decided to do chocolate chip cookie in India, and they marketed Pillsbury dough.
Mhm.
Okay, and they put it in the fancy packets. How they can make Indian snacks instead of doing cookie. Like here they do it cookie because we are sugar hungry.
Right.
In India they are like snacks. Remember, like they would have like this pretzels type of sticks and all they'll make. So So they used that flour with the Pillsbury logo and in a seal bag. You should go into YouTube and say Pillsbury dough for Indian snacks. Bring it up. So one lady in India, a household lady, right? Like she decides to do a little simple test. So in India, when you wash the flour, which they make, when you put it in the sieve, the whole thing trades out because it's just a flour, right?
Right. Go back to.
So all-purpose flour, like right. So the Pillsbury dough should do the same thing, right?
If it is, if it's dough.
So she puts water. She puts it in a sieve. It has a tennis ball type of thing in the end.
It hardens.
It's like no, it's not even hardened. It's not. That's exactly like McDonald's thing. It is something
It's a chemical.
that is like a molding clay, like how you make toys.
Like a yeast.
No, like how you do the dough for the toys, like
Play-Doh?
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
That's what it is. What is Play-Doh? I have no idea.
But
that's in the food now.
Oh God.
What is Play-Doh? I have no idea what it is.
Play-Doh is a putty, like silly putty or a putty.
No, but what is the material? See, that's what we are eating. If you understand the connection.
You ever read the back of a shampoo bottle? Like some of the words, you can't even.
So what I'm saying is the Pillsbury, whatever they are using as filler is what in McDonald's. That's why it's soft, because it's super nice. So what we are eating is imagination. we are living in the moon. We are literally fishing from that Disney's moon, like because we are going to Disneyland and like waiting in the crescent moon and fishing and eating whatever comes our way.
I mean, I'm no saint. I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm seeing, and I'm young still. I'm only 30. I've seen the population in the past 10 years just in traffic, and since white suburbia gets addicted to OxyContin, now places start up. What about all the people that were on the street in the first place? Back in the 70s.
I feel our processing has become so toxic because of this food. Have you seen that girl who shot a guy in MBTA just because he pulled the head off her?
There's some shit going on. I'm sorry. There's weird stuff. You never know who reacts to what in food.
My teacher says bullshit is a sacred word.
Well, you can't bullshit a bullshit. True. I'm just.
I just laughed when I heard that. I was saying, "Oh my God!" So don't worry about SHID. It's like the least of the thing.
I don't know. I just try and stay in my.